Welcome back to another episode of Cook Brothers Garage. I'm the Brain, and there's Pinky. And on today's episode is just an update of the 3D printer and the little mini CNC 2-in-1 machine. And plus, I got another machine in the mail. So, good job for me! And here's the 3D printer, the Ender. It is actually really easy to put together. The leveling wasn't that hard. These YouTube videos and stuff. Printed that little thing, all those out, and a few more. I'm gonna do some upgrades on it and stuff. And only problem I had is that little fan there. It died. So, but I mean that's it. I might be a loose wire. I'm gonna take the part check, but that works fine. I'm gonna do some upgrades to it, and I'll share those. This little machine, I even got some upgrades for it. I got the upgraded control box coming in the mail. I got the little Z-axis, little switches I'm going to put in. I used a laser engraver. I tested out. I had up to 100% power and actually burned the wood, so I had to cut down to about 30% after I did that one. As you see, it burned it, and then it actually did good. I used the engraver a little bit, but I 3D printed all these. And that lady there took 1 day, 2 hours and a half. But as you see, the quality ain't too good on that side. But yet the back quality is pretty good. And the reason why that, she was laying down like that when she was being printed, and that was scaffolding. So next time I print her, I'm going to print her like that, or either on a layer on her back. See which one does better. And this, and as you see, the quality is pretty good on this. A little pencil cup holder monkeys. And this one right here, either she come loose, the little cat come loose, or either that fan went out. When that fan did, the plastic stuff stayed gooey and it just pulled it. I don't know which one, but I did clean that and printed that and that little one there, and it did alright. So it might just need to be cleaned. And also I had to clean the nozzle. There's a bunch of the filament, I guess, stuck on the outside of the nozzle, which ain't good. But so far, no problems. And I got one of my upgrades for this thing here. It's an auto bed leveling sensor and kit and all. So I'll be installing that later. And here's the updated board for the other one. And it's in the package, you really can't see it, but it's a miniature board with a fan. But the good news, my benefactor sent me this machine. I didn't know that he's going or she was going to send me anymore, but there it is. That's a little pen plotter. 3D pen plotter, and also it comes with software. So I'm going to have a fun time. It even comes with a pen. So we'll be doing an updated video on that eventually. And as you notice, we're not in the garage. Where are we? We're in our secret bunker. We're inside in a secret bunker away from the garage. Because I didn't want to put all this stuff in the garage because electronics is kind of sensitive. And you know the garage temperature varies, so this is a more controlled temperature room. But that's it for now, and I'll be putting some other videos up there when I do the upgrades and stuff like that. And I'm the Brain. And there's Pinky. And we'll talk to you later. It's the Brain at Cook Brothers Garage. And Pinky's here, but she's hiding. But anyways, what I want to talk to you about is this little Ender Pro 3D printer. Let me turn around and show you this. Right now it's printing. And it prints pretty good from factory. I did tweak the settings a little bit, raise the temperature up. Seems to be printing a little bit better. And I'm printing upgrades for it. Printing a little drawer that goes in that little hole there. And then printed a couple things for the Z-axis motor spacers. I got one for the extended screw and one for the regular size screw, which I got screw stuff coming. So I have them both. And I'll be printing a bunch of other stuff, and I got some new filament here. I got the black air, and then I got the red of the same kind, and the white. But I really like the ender. It's easy to put together, straightforward on the directions. It's basically a little paper with pictures on it. But really what set it apart was the packaging of the bolts. Each package of bolts, you know, is all separated. And the good thing was each of the packages of bolts and nuts were actually labeled. And what they was, like M8, 16, or M24, 30, whatever it was all labeled. Unlike this one, which bolts were, you know, in separate bags, but they wasn't labeled, so you just had to guess and, you know, put it together. Sometimes the bolt's too long, too short, you know. But other than that, that was easy to put together too. If they just labeled that and had everything labeled like they did, it's awesome. And the only thing they didn't have labeled were these pillars here, but they showed you where the holes was, and that the further away hole from there, and then the closer hole in down the bottom. And basically that's the only difference. And this whole bottom section come together with that, with little print head. All that come together, just had to put that together. So, but it's been printing pretty good. I only had a couple of failures, and most of that was my fault. Just starting out. And I figured out why it knocked the kitty around and it didn't finish printing the kitty, because I had the door open that day and the cool air breeze come in. And if it does that, the cool breeze would hit it and it messes up, and then the head hit it. So that also, the settings were kind of low for the filament, which I had it before. I had it set on 200 for the head and 60. I think it was 50 or 60 for the bed temperature. So that was kind of low for the filament. So I turned it up and I'm having a lot better, as you can tell. Let me get a light over here, which I'm getting a light kit coming for it. And as you can tell, it's actually printing a lot better than what it was. Trying to stay out of its way. It is gotten a little, I guess what you would call strings. I don't really know all the terminology, but I mean, it's printing pretty good and smooth. I gotta chase it around. I see a little bit of string down the side, but I mean, it ain't too bad. I don't think there's no uplifting, because it's actually made, so that's how the print is. It's gonna slide in, so it's gotta be up a little bit. So it's actually pretty good. So that is going to fit that little hole there where that ribbon's at, and it's gonna hold the ribbon, and the drawers of that's gonna be red. That's why I got two things red, but I don't think I need it all. But it's also going to be a lot quieter than what it is now once I get the upgraded motherboard. And I got the BL Touch, which is automatic bed leveler, but you still got to level it the first time. But basically what that does is if your plate's not perfectly level or flat, like it's got dip in the middle's a little lower than that, four corners, it will take care of that. It will adjust the Z-axis accordingly. I did notice one thing from the factory. This is already put together, so I didn't adjust these wheels. So these wheels are adjusted too tight, and I just found it out today. I did adjust these wheels, and you see they're riding just right. And these wheels on the side, I might have to adjust them a little more, but the Z-axis, the up and down axis don't move as much, as frequent as the that axis. I guess that's the Y and the X, or the X and the Y. We'll have to get the better terminology down. But as you can see, the fan's running. You got to upgrade for that, and then do a 3D printed shell on that with a different fan, and going to get different fans for that, and some light kits. So stay tuned for Cook Brothers Garage. So we're going to have some more stuff to do to that. And it's going to make its own parts, save yourself money. Then when everything gets good, I'm going to be able to make prototypes with it. There's some ideals I have, and I'm needing something to do prototyping with. So I appreciate you being a factory. Keep sending me cool stuff, and I'll keep accepting it and making videos. And what you're going to watch next is a bunch of little short videos I recorded with my phone. and stuff, so you could actually see the laser engraving and this other stuff. So probably play some music or whatever, and y'all can watch a bunch of short little videos. I think the shortest one's like 15-20 seconds, but I hope you enjoy it. And I'm the Brain, and Pinky's hiding. Until next time, see you at Cook Brothers Garage. And I'm in my bunker. No, I don't have a superpower computer, no. it.